So a polynomial equation. Now you can look in the book for, more on this, but I'm going to try to keep it simple. I could write something complicated, but I'm not going to. It's when we have a polynomial and it's equal to something. It could be equal to another polynomial, but I'm going to put 0 here because eventually you can set them all equal to 0. So you could have something like 3x squared plus 2x equals 0. That would be a polynomial equation. Or you could have 14x cubed equals 3x minus 2. And that's a polynomial equation because you could put everything on the right over to the left. You could rewrite it as 14x cubed minus 3x, moving this to the other side, and then plus 2, bringing that over to the other side, equals 0. And so polynomial equations can do that. Now our polynomial equations are going to have one variable. So remember when we were factoring, sometimes there'd be like an x and a y or an a and a b when we were factoring in this chapter, but these equations were only going to have one variable. So it might be in terms of x, it might be in terms of a or some other letter. Okay, so the degree of a polynomial, well, let's look at the one we just had. That 14x cubed minus 3x plus 2 equals 0. Well, it goes by the highest exponent. Because we're only in one variable, we don't have to worry about a little bit more complicated things. So this would be called a third degree polynomial. So when we write our polynomials, we want them in what's called standard form. We want the highest exponent first, and then the next exponent, and so on. So that highest exponent, that will be the degree. So let's say I had x to the 5th minus 4x to the 4th plus 3x cubed plus 2x squared minus x plus 7 equals 0. Well, we hope we don't have that in this section, but anyway, if you had that polynomial, that would be considered in standard form because it's x to the 5th, then x to the 4th, then x to the 3rd, then x squared. You don't have to have all the terms, they just have to be in order. And the degree of the polynomial goes by the highest exponent. So this would be a 5th degree polynomial. Sometimes I just abbreviate degree with DEG. Okay. A quadratic, and these were equations, so it's the degree of the polynomial equation. All right, a quadratic equation is one that is second degree. Now we'll have some that have a higher degree, probably not more than third degree, but for right now. And you have to take other classes to get into the higher degree equations, but we're going to be working a lot with what are called quadratic equations. So we'd have something like x squared minus 7x minus 8 equals 0. That would be an example of a quadratic equation. So the degree of the equation is 2. Okay?